Hey fam, you ever notice how easy it is to get distracted? Like, we start strong, then life happens, bills pile up, schedules get packed, and suddenly the things that matter most slide to the bottom of the list. Well, welcome to the book of Haggai. So, quick setup. God's people had returned from exile in Babylon. This was supposed to be a fresh start, a new season. They were back in Jerusalem, and God had given them a mission: rebuild the temple. Not just a building, but a symbol of his presence, his priority, his glory among his people. They started, but didn't finish. The foundation was laid, but that's it. 16 years passed. Instead of completing God's work, everybody got focused on building their own houses, their own comfort, their own success. And God's temple sat abandoned. So God sends the prophet Haggai with a message that cuts straight to the heart. Consider your ways. In other words, stop and think. Look at your life. You're working hard, but there's no harvest. You're earning money, but it disappears. You're planting seeds, but the ground isn't producing. Why? Because they had misplaced priorities. They wanted God's blessing without giving God first place. And man, that still hits today. But here's the beautiful part. God isn't just calling them out, he's calling them back. He reminds them, I am with you. And that encouragement lights something in their spirits. Zerubbabel, the governor, Joshua, the high priest, and all the people respond. They obey. They get to work. And the temple rebuild finally begins. Later, God speaks again, because the new temple didn't look as impressive as the old one. Some folks were discouraged, comparing what used to be with what was now. But God says, take courage. The glory of this present house will be greater than the former. Meaning, don't worry about what it looks like. I'm doing something bigger than you can see. And that's the heartbeat of Haggai. Put God first and watch him restore what you thought was lost. Obedience brings alignment. Alignment brings blessing. Not always material blessing, but peace, purpose, and God's presence. So, this book is a reminder for us too. What if we left unfinished? What assignment did God give us that we put on pause? Where did comfort replace calling? Because when we return to God's priorities, he never fails to return to us. All right, fam, that's all for now. Go read it for yourself and let it bless you.